My name is Jennifer Macip. I work with Lafayette Parish School System. I teach at Live Oak Elementary. I am an early childhood special education pre-K teacher, ages 3 to 5. The content is retelling of a story and use of vocabulary words based on the ELD standards for early childhood, based on Teaching Strategy Code, our assessment, and the use of our resource creative curriculum. The lesson objectives are with prompting and support. The learner will learn to retell parts of a favorite story in sequence, focusing on first, next, and last. Also with prompting and support, the learner will learn to use new vocabulary acquired through conversation activities or listening to text read aloud. Prior to the lesson, we read the story without props. Then I reread the story using the props to tell the story again, as well as emphasize the vocabulary word wet, which will help us to meet our standards stated before. And now that I have modeled what is expected for the class will help retell the story and emphasize our vocabulary word. Our class needs visual and verbal prompts to assist with all activities and objectives. Our class needs continuous repetition of skills being taught that provide hands-on activities with ways to make the lesson fun and meaningful as we meet our objectives. And the adaptations for this lesson may require adaptive switches, hand-over-hand guidance, matching of items, repeating words, peer assistance, and possibly no props with the use of verbal words.
Strawberry, what happens next in our story?
Yes, Trevor.
Trevor, what did you say? Tell your friends.
Blueberries.
Blueberries, blue. Trevor, come find the blue shoe. Where's the blue shoe? You're right. Where is it? Where's the blue shoe? Can you put the blue shoe right here? First, find the blue shoe.
You have on blue.
Then put the blue shoe right there.
This
You
is right,
did it,
Red.
blue, and he
And your
stepped in.
pants are blue.
Blueberries.
Yes.
He did it. Let's celebrate. Let's raise the roof.
Whoop,
Whoop.
whoop.
All right, now everybody think.
Mm.
We did the red shoe. We did the blue shoe. Yes. What would come next? Blue.
Brown
Mud.
mud, he said.
Brown mud. Violet. Violet. Where's the brown shoe? Can you find the brown shoe, Violet? Oh, good, Brylan. You found the brown shoe. He did it. Good job, Brylan. And Violet, what turned that shoe brown? What did we use? The mud. Violet, can you put the mud by the brown shoe? Brown with mud. You did it. Way to go. Way to give me the brown shoe. High five, Violet. Yeah. All right. Now, everybody think. First it was the red shoe. Then it was the blue shoe. Then the brown shoe. What happened next?
He stepped in the bucket of water.
He stepped in the bucket of water. What happened to his shoes? His shoes turned to white, but what happened when after they turned to white?
Yes,
They were wet shoes. And how do our shoes get wet? In the water. All right, ready? Wet shoes. I love my wet shoes. I love my wet shoes. All right, so then his shoe got wet. But was that okay? It was
it's
wet.
wet. Yes, Greg,
And
it's
that's
wet.
how the story ended. His shoes were wet, but he said that was okay. He still loved his wet shoes. And how do our shoes get wet? With water. You did a great job retelling your story, and we used our water to make our shoes wet. Can you think of anything else that would be wet? What else might get wet? Your year do you want to do?
Just twinkle star.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star? All right, we'll do twinkle, twinkle, little star. We can start.
Tyra, I just made a pattern with Pete the Cat's shoes. I did red, blue, red, blue. Can you use the blocks and make the same pattern? Can you repeat it?
Red, blue. Red, blue, red, blue, red, blue.
Ooh, that's it. It repeats itself over and over. Red, blue.
Red, blue.
You're moving it so you have more room. Red, blue.
Red, blue.
And then what comes next? What comes last? You're making room. Yeah, you moved it over. Oh, I like the way you picked up the trash and put it up for us.
Red, blue.
Very good. Can you read that pattern to me? Can you start on the left? Start right here on the left and read it for me. Start on the left. Can you start on the left? You're right, you could read it right to left, but we're going to read left to right. Can you read it?
Red, blue. Red, blue.
You did it, Jakara. Way to go. You made it. Count those blueberries. Let's count them. Can you count them into the pie pan? Can you pick them up and count them?
It's 3.
Let's see.
3. It's gonna take.
That is 3. That's the number 3, and that's 3 strawberries. How many total strawberries do we have? Add them together. 3 plus the rest of these. Let's see what we got. Can you count them? Can you count each strawberry and put them in the pie pan?
4.
You want to do 4? Okay, let's count 4. How many?
4.
4. How many do you have on the table?
4.
Let's count these. Ready?
Let's go.
How many?
1.
And 4 and 1 more make what? 4 plus 1 more make...
Can I have some watermelon?
7.
You think? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4,
5.
5. How many would we need to make 7?
6, 7.
You did it. 4 and 3 more make... For the debriefing of this lesson, with this lesson, the activities are carried over within our center play, and the objectives could be the same within the centers, or the objectives could just be added to enhance what the students are involved with already. For example, we use the red and blue shoes to retell our story, and we could take those shoes and try to tie them into the red and blue blocks that are being used in the block center and create a pattern. My objectives I felt were met according to the needs of each student by the participation involved within the lesson. And yes, I would do something different by having real strawberries and blueberries for the students to use for retelling, and for the students to then touch, smell, and taste to provide the use of all the senses for the optimal learning experience. We followed up the lesson by repeating the lesson for a few more days, and then by discussing what might happen if Pete the Cat stepped in bananas, oranges, and whatever the students wanted Pete the Cat to step into to change the color of his shoes. We also discussed what else makes us wet, like the rain or bath, or like mentioned in the story, the little girl about water on the floor.